morning.
Going to war for these rags. We dropping these bombs for them bags.
Good morning.
Like a body. Call of Duty all throughout the lobby. We going to war for them rags. We dropping the bomb for them bags.
Good morning.
Shopping till I'm dropping like a body. Call of Duty all throughout the lobby. My brother hit me up, say he need some work. I just put some money on my homie book. When you out here, know you can't be cutting up. Diamonds on my wrist looking like a flood. Money coming in from different countries. Wow. I just got some red, it's time to pick the town. When I'm overseas,
good morning.
they call me seafood. Playing with the rats like it's peekaboo.
Good morning. Laura, good morning.
Can't be parking the foreign on the streets.
That's right.
See, I'm moving in silence. All you see is the violence. There's a war going on. All you see is the riot.
Break that.
You better be prepared for the heat. After the war come the peace. I think it's time to buy another phone.
We going to war for these racks. Yes, we are, ladies and gentlemen.
Bomb for the bags. Shopping till I'm dropping like a body. Call of Duty all throughout the lobby. We going to war for them racks. We dropping the bomb for them bags. I'm shopping till I'm dropping like a body. Call of Duty all throughout the lobby. When you in the streets, you gotta know the signs. Or you'll be blowing in the wind like some chimes.
Right.
They say they wanna change and start dropping dimes.
Good morning.
Get top off like it was some words paper out here, then we get it. We make it any route that we give it. We don't mention specifics when we out talking business. Long money coming in, what the hell is the difference?
That's right. Good morning.
First
Bebo.
class, no I'll see.
This is for my dog that ain't make it out. One day you gon' make it on your paper route. Yes, ladies and
Going
gentlemen.
to war for these racks. Shopping till I'm dropping like a body. Call of Duty all throughout the lobby. We going to war for them racks. We dropping the bomb for them bags. I'm shopping till I'm dropping like a body. Call of Duty all throughout the lobby.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. You know what time it is. Time to get into my zone. You know what we do over here.
I feel like I'm stuck in
Miss Boss Diva, nice to see you coming in sturdy and early.
And I can't escape
It's
it.
like a curse, and I can't escape it. Good morning, thank you. Miss Thompson, thank you.
It's deja vu when I'm running up these rats. I'm like the Terminator screaming, I'll be back. It's deja vu when I'm out here flying first class. It's like every week I gotta take out the trash. I'm on top of my game, ahead of the class. You can tell that I made it, look at my grass. Cars in the garage with tanks full of gas. I play the game so raw, I won't finish last. Sitting in my living room screaming how we made it. This is how it's supposed to happen when you're rich and famous. That algorithm turned me to a maniac. I guess we going viral cause my zodiac.
Let's go. Hey, let's do it.
They gon' give me pops and they text me.
Whoa.
I say it with my chest cause I mean it. Got a lot of confidence and I'm conceited. Call me the master with a new whip.
Good morning.
I'ma take off.
Here we go.
Shit.
I'll tell you what, I haven't gone into Zeus's live in a couple of days.
Here we go.
That shit was radical. It was horrible. I'm like, Zeus has gone way off the rails.
It's like deja vu. It's like deja vu. It's like deja vu. It's like deja vu.
All right, let's kill the music. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the Thunderdome. I am your host, Zeus, or as some like to say, Triple H, and you might want to buckle up because we're going on another ride together, all right? So listen, you could have been anywhere this morning, all right, on social media, all right, anywhere you're at in the world. But a lot of you choose to come here to the one of the greatest experiences on TikTok, all right? Not saying other folks don't do what we do, but we cook a little different over here, all right? All right, so let's get some of the housekeeping out of the way. For those of you who don't know who I am, I go by the name Zeus, all right? Spell it out, Zeus, all right? Or as some like to say, Triple H. And why do they call me Triple H, ladies and gentlemen? Well, it's quite clear. The first H is because I'm honest. There's nobody more honest than me, all right? I promise to tell you nothing but the truth, so help me God. The second H is because I am humble, all right? All right, and that means if I get it wrong, I will be the first to apologize. And I'll give you a good example, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Remember last week we had a bit of turbulence, all right? This guy, Southern Firecracker, he came into my live. Well, yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, we did get a chance to speak and come to a good point in the conversation where, both sides, we had to take accountability for how we were not treating each other with so much kindness, all right? We could have been better on the kindness. And actually, his son actually said, Zeus, I owe you an apology. And I said, you know what? You just broke my heart, all right? But, when people take accountability, ladies and gentlemen, you got to go with it, all right? And so along those lines, Zeus did have to take accountability and say, you know what? I will strive to do better when it comes to the MAGA demon, all right? That doesn't mean I'm going to lighten up on the MAGA demon. No, it just means I'm not going to allow them to let me get outside of my character, all right? But that's how humble I am. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, don't you like that, right? Okay, and then the last H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I am and will always remain the most handsome. And here's the deal. In that conversation, something came across my desk, so to speak, and here's the deal. To my Democrats and even those who don't necessarily like to find themselves aligned with any political party, when it comes to this show, it has been brought to Zeus's attention that, even the MAGA, get this, even the MAGA, even the Trump supporters, they enjoy this special broadcast. Isn't that amazing, right? Because when it's all said and done, they know this is real truth. They know they can't find any of this anywhere else on the app. And so they come in like a bunch of you ever seen hungry dogs, all right? And they're salivating. They know they need this. They know they need this truth. And they going to do everything they can to be here each and every morning, all right? So I want to make sure that we continue to supply these Trump supporters, especially those who got the strong MAGA delusion on them, with nothing but unadulterated truth, especially you, Jimmy. Yeah, I know you like to come in here, even though you've been misinformed, all right? And you enjoy being misinformed. You come in here because nobody's going to tell you the truth like me and all of the amazing panelists that come up here each and every single day and refute all of the lies and misinformations you've consumed in the past 24 hours, all right? And so along with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the next part of the housekeeping before we get into today's topics. If you are lactose intolerant, this is what my good friend Brother Swervin said. If you're lactose intolerant, all right, that means you're allergic to the facts. This might not be a safe space for you, all right? So I'm going to give you an opportunity to pack your bags today, right now, this morning, and just leave this live. Exit stage left. Go that way, because there's going to be an overwhelming amount of truth and information in this live that's going to rock your world, all right? And I do mean this. Don't complain anymore. I don't want to hear another MAGA complaint. Just pack your bags and leave. All right? But listen up. You don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
New rule, and I put this up. This is one of the things all of my subscribers will be able to use. New rule. To the folks that likes to express dissension in my comment section, I have a mod here. He made it very clear to me that if you call Zeus a liar, he will mute you and block you. And I said, listen, can you be a little kinder? He says, no, Zeus, I've been rocking with you for 10 months plus. And it bothers me when they call you a liar because you're not lying. You know, you're Triple H. This is what he said to me. So I got something to say to you, Trump supporters. You can subscribe, right? If you believe that the information that myself or any of the panelists are providing, and actually this could go out to all of my friends who are here as well. I want you to put it in the chat, all right? Thank you, all right? Thank you so much, Punkapunk. No more calling folks lies. If I say January 6th was led by Donald Trump and it is on him, it's his fault, and you don't agree with it, don't just say liar. Put it in the chat, all right? Put whatever evidence you have in the chat so that we all can see it and go do our own research, right? Do you all like that rule? If you can't put it in the chat, then just zip it. And I'm being very nice. Now, before I get into today's topics, ladies and gentlemen, something came across my desk yesterday on the cyber highways, and I want to address this with the panelists, with all of you. This picture. There's something disturbing about this picture. Does anybody know exactly, if you look very closely at this picture, this is Donald Trump, ladies and gentlemen, having his hand held. Does anybody notice something weird about this photo? And I asked this because I was in my good friend Angela's live yesterday, and someone asked me a question. Yeah, they asked me a question, and they said, no, that's not, see, there you go. This is what I'm saying. They said, is it true Donald Trump wears, this is what they said, is it true Donald Trump wears diapers? This is what they said. They asked, is it true Donald Trump wears diapers? So ladies and gentlemen, if you zoom in on this picture, look real closely, Can somebody please explain what that is protruding from his rear end? Is this Donald Trump, ladies and is he really wearing a diaper? Because I can't explain the bulge out of his rear end like that. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Can somebody explain what's going on with the bird's nest on his head? I mean, can you? I mean, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. And what's that? What's that, MAGA? Ladies and gentlemen, I saw this photo. And let's get back to the diaper picture. This is Donald Trump in a diaper. At least it looks like a diaper to me. You know, you can never be too certain. And I wouldn't even want to pat him to verify what this is. I wouldn't. Even if you gave me those latex gloves, I wouldn't touch them. I'd say, you know what, sir? You got a lot going on down there. Can you just tell me what it is and be honest? Is it a threat or not? That's all I would do to him. But here's the deal. I want you Trump supporters to understand this is who you think belongs in the White House. A guy that dresses up he paints himself orange, puts a bird nest on his head, pulls up these diapers, all right? And he just looks like a hot mess. Y'all gotta pick better folks for this. This does not look good on the world stage in terms of the United States. And don't pivot to President Biden, all right? So ladies and gentlemen, you know what we gotta do. Let's get him back on it right there. Join me, and let's get this show started off right in giving Donald Trump the first round of booze and shame for being a terrible, terrible example of what we are in the United States of America. All right, let's give him his booze and shame. Jesus Christ. He's guilty. He's guilty. When you walk around like that, you're guilty, champ. No, you can't convince me. You can't convince me. Ladies out there find this sexy? Any of you Trump supporters out there, you find this sexy? Raise your hand. Put it in. Any Trump supporters out there, do you find this sexy? If so, please raise your hand. I would love to talk to you to find out what about this turns you on. All right. Now, the first thing I want to do, ladies and gentlemen, is, we all saw it yesterday. We all saw this yesterday. This is the first topic I'm going to cover. But before we go into it, actually, let me play it real quick. Let's go straight into this. I got a little bit of a message, but you know what? We're going to let this get us all started. We all saw this yesterday. All right, this disturbing talk, this disturbing rhetoric that Donald Trump spewed on Fox News. And for the Russian bears, right? Where's the Russian bears at? Hold on.
Hold on. You poke the bear, you're gonna get the bear.
To the Russian bears, who every single time I call out things Donald Trump does, all right, to all of you, you know who you are, Stacey Bear and Janae Bear. I'm not going to let you both off with this. You are no longer allowed to use the excuse that, oh, he's just talking. Nope. Unacceptable, Janae. And I know you got jungle fever. I know you got jungle fever for Zeus, Janae. And, you know, I love you dearly from the bottom of my heart because I do believe deep down inside there's a decent human being in there, all right? But it just can't be found until Zeus puts his hands on you and delivers that demon out of you, all right? And we're working on that. But no more excusing this behavior because I got something to say. Every excuse you give Donald Trump, you're going to have to give it to Zeus, right? They're going to have to give it to Zeus, ladies and gentlemen. If you got a problem with my rhetoric and my content, and you say, Zeus, well, you were wrong. You call us demons and you say we're possessed and you call us domestic terrorists. I'm going to use the same excuse you used with Donald Trump. Oh, that's just small talk. That's just me. That's locker room talk. It's nothing big. I wasn't talking about you. I was keeping it general. All right, so let's get started with Donald Trump and his dangerous rhetoric, right? I went into a live yesterday and I said to Sir Puff, Sir Puff, see, there you are right there. What you and all of you Russian bears are doing is it's crossed over from satire and now it's dangerous. And you know what they did when I said that? They did this. Right. So wait a second, Sir Puff and all you Russian bears. You could come into my live and all of my friends' lives and tell us that what we're doing is satire and dangerous and it's acceptable. But then if we go into your space and we tell you what you're doing is dangerous and it's not satire, it's actually dangerous, all of a sudden you're victims? It don't work like that. It don't work like that. All right? And so along those lines, Sir Puff and Jay Bear and all of you who love to accuse others but can't stand when you're being called out, I want you to do me a huge favor this morning, bright and early, all right? I want you to turn off that Fox News. Put down that Diet Coke, all right? Shut down that Twitter/X, all right? And sit your special behinds down and listen to this special broadcast, all right? Oh, my God.
We almost have to go to a break. I want to get back to this one issue, though, because the media has been focused on this and attacking you. Yeah. Under no circumstances, you are promising America tonight, you would never abuse power as retribution against anybody.
Except for day one.
Except for?
He's going crazy. Except for day one.
Meaning?
I want to close the border and I want to drill.
That's not retribution.
I'm going to be, you know, he keeps, I love this guy. He says, you're not going to be a dictator, are you? I said, no, other than day one. We're closing the border and we're drilling. After that, I'm not a dictator.
That sounds to me like you're going back to the policies when you were president. All right, take a break, just getting started.
You know what? Let's give it to him. Oh, okay. Now, to the folks that think that's acceptable, let me ask you a serious question. What if that was President Biden saying that? Would you have a problem with it? If President Biden said those exact words, would you have a problem with it? Be honest. Or better yet, what if Barack Hussein Obama said that? Would you have a problem with it? Biden has done it, then why are you complaining about the border then? You said Biden has done this? You wouldn't have no problem if Barack Obama said these things. You would have a problem. This is why I say you guys are a bunch of liars and a bunch of hypocrites, all right? So, you know what? We're going to move in a little bit of a different direction, and I got to make sure we are all on the same page. No, I cannot do any battle. Let's start here. So I want to make sure I get this out here. There's a grave and urgent message that I want to make sure we all understand. The specter of Donald Trump being a dictator is being embodied by his actions and his rhetoric, all right? And they pose a clear and present danger to our democratic values and our freedom, which are, we all know, the very fabric of our society. Throughout history, the world has witnessed the devastating consequences of unchecked authoritarian power, which Donald Trump is striving to obtain. The rise of dictators have led to oppression, persecution, and the erosion of fundamental human rights. Donald Trump's words and actions have raised alarming parallels to the behaviors of authoritarian leaders, and we must not turn a blind eye to the potential peril that lies ahead. A cornerstone of any democracy is the separation of powers, a system of checks and balances, and one that prevents any one individual from wielding excessive control. Donald Trump has repeatedly demonstrated a blatant disregard for these principles, showing a willingness to circumvent established norms and institutions in pursuit of his own personal agenda. His attacks on the free press, the judiciary, and the independence of law enforcement are dangerous signs that should not be underestimated. Furthermore, the manipulation of public opinion through misinformation and undermining of electoral integrity are tactics commonly employed by those seeking to consolidate unchecked power. By sowing seeds of doubt in the electoral process and perpetuating baseless claims of fraud, Donald Trump has undermined the very foundation of our democracy, stoking division and distrust amongst the populace. In other words, Donald Trump is the most divisive president ever. All right? We cannot afford to underestimate the consequences of allowing authoritarian tendencies to take root within our society. A Trump-led dictatorship would imperil the rights of freedoms that we hold dear, suppress dissent, and undermine the rule of law. The repercussions would not only be felt within our borders, but would also send shockwaves through the global community, tarnishing the beacon of democracy that the United States has long represented. Now, more than ever, it is imperative that we remain vigilant and resolute in defending the principles of democracy. We must stand united in our commitment to upholding the rule of law, protecting the institutions that safeguard our liberties, and holding accountable those who seek to subvert them. Our collective voices and actions can serve as a bulwark against the encroachment of authoritarianism, ensuring that the promises of freedom and democracy endures for generations to come. And I do mean this, so listen up. In conclusion, let us heed the lessons of history and recognize the dangers that a Trump-led dictatorship would pose to our society and the world at large. It is incumbent upon all of us to defend the democratic values that form the bedrock of our civilization and to reject any attempts to undermine them. Our vigilance, our unity, and our unwavering dedication to democracy will serve as a shield against the looming threat of Donald Trump's authoritarianism. All right. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, and you know what time it is. Join me in, first of all, please get those tomatoes ready. All right. We're about to get some booze and shame ready. Join me in giving Donald Trump and his supporters another round of booze and shame. Right? Because they sat there and they cheered while Donald Trump openly admitted he's going to be a dictator on day one. Let's give Donald Trump and his supporters another round of boos and shame. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Listen, we having technical difficulties. Hold on. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. Zeus always has a backup plan. Jesus Christ. Look at the MAGA demon is strong. Put the boos and the shame out there, ladies and gentlemen. You know what time it is. Oh my God. Well, while we get this straightened out, we can hold on. Jesus Christ. Look at what the Trump supporters have done to my special broadcast. I can't believe you all did this. What a shame. Oh my gosh. Put them out there, yeah. Get the boos and the shame. You all know what you've done. See, when you go hard against the MAGA demon, ladies and gentlemen, these things tend to happen. All right. Just bear with me for a quick second. And then, you know what? Hold on. I know you all want we can't go without these heavy hitting sounds, all right? So let's get, while this is getting itself queued up, excuse me. While this is getting queued up, let's go on and get ready for our next topic, all right? What do we have here, ladies and gentlemen? Don't worry. All right, this is going to be the next topic. Hold on. All right, we're gonna get the boos and the shame ready. Yeah. Thank you for the gifts, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the subscriptions. By the way, while we're waiting, please tap the screen and share the live to all of your Trump supporting friends out there, right? Because to me, it's very important. It's very important that we get the truth out to these folks. They're hiding in these corners of TikTok. All right. We're not spreading lies and misinformation. We wake up every single morning, Monday through Friday. All right. And sometimes we do it twice a day when I do the Closet of Truth. We all wake up every single day to make sure we push back against the lies and the misinformation that is circulating out there in Trump world, all right, and in MAGA world, all right, or as Union Gang says, what, Earth 2, right? We don't allow Earth 2 stuff. Wait a second, Steel Horse, welcome back. I didn't know you came back, Steel Horse. Whatever lips, what do you call me? Whatever lips, what the heck does, speak English, Steel Horse, straighten up, boy. Straighten up, Steel Horse. See, you're coming into live all hot and bothered. I haven't said a single thing. Why are you so upset? All right. We're make sure you tap the screen and share the live, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Let's see. Why are you upset, Steel Horse? I haven't said a single thing to you. All I'm doing is bringing nothing but the truth. All right. So help me God. All right. Jesus Christ. You see what happens when you're overwhelming people with the truth. All right. I think Houston, we may have a lift off. All right, let's see where we're at. Jesus Christ. All right. Oh my God. Hold on, we're still loading up, ladies and gentlemen. Why do you say I can't handle the truth? Good morning, tea drinker. Nice to see you. What have I lied to you? Like I said earlier in the show, if there's something I've lied about, please put it in the chat. Welcome, T. Nice to see you this bright and early, all right? If there's something that I've lied about, please put it in the chat. Oh! All right, wait. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we look like we're back in business. So let's go back to where we were, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back here. Join me in giving Donald Trump and his supporters another round of boos and shame. You can't stop me, MAGA! Right? All right. Oh, Steel Horse, you brought up the borders. You know what? Before I go to that next topic, you know what we're going to do? Yeah, we're going to talk about this since you want to bring up borders, Steel Horse. Yesterday, I have some disturbing news, all right? And Steel Horse, I want you to explain this. Heated Republicans storm out of a classified briefing after Mitch McConnell hijacked the meeting, calling it a waste of time. All right. On yesterday, Democratic and GOP senators attended a closed-door briefing in which President Joe Biden requested for military aid to go to Israel and Ukraine. This is what the meeting was about. But according to reports, the briefing's leaders included, among others, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin and Secretary of State Alejandro Mayorkas, as well as General Charles Q. Brown Jr., Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Senators who attended were invited to ask questions about Biden's request. All right, this is what they were supposed to do. But according to reports, the heated briefing fell apart when Republicans began asking about the United States-Mexico border. Wow. GOP members in both chambers have demanded serious changes to immigration policy to address rising migrant crossings in exchange for passing new aid for Ukraine. They didn't like what they heard. Senator Lindsey Graham was there, and he said there was a lot of tension in the room. And Senator Josh Hawley, these are Republicans, complained that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer didn't want to talk about the borders. Senator Kevin Cramer, people got up and walked out because this is a waste of time. Schumer, however, complained that the briefing was immediately hijacked by Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, who asked Senator James Lankford to discuss the border. You know what? We all know Donald Trump and his supporters, they do not care about the border. If they did, they would be doing more right now while they control the purse strings to pass meaningful legislation to help address immigration. All right? Because that's what this is. Secondly, we all know these same individuals are directly benefiting from folks crossing the border and coming into this country to find work and have a better life. And yet and still, they will throw our country under the bus over an issue that they themselves are creating. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Donald Trump and his MAGA legion of demons, all right, and this goes to you. Let's give Steel Horse too, and all of these folks who are crying about the border but aren't doing a single thing to fix it. Join me in giving them another round of booze and shame. You don't care about this country. And I see there's some dissension in the comments. There's still some dissension in the comment section, Ange. Wow. Y'all really don't like this live? Y'all don't like...
Leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
And I've been saying it, and I haven't seen anybody put anything in the chat yet to contest any of the information that I've been sharing. Nothing I've said has been a lie. It's all true. This is all facts. And it's overwhelming. I told you I was going to ruin your breakfast, Trump supporters. All right, now let's move on. This is some bad news for you. I woke up to this, actually, and this is I said, you know what, we're going to definitely have to make sure MAGA understands that every time I wake up, every time we wake up every morning, you think that all these cases that Donald Trump has, you think they're going to magically go away. But every day you hear some news that shows you they're getting one step closer to the conviction. Right? For instance, Georgia prosecutors will put Mike Pence on their witness list in the 2020 election subversion case. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, prosecutors in the Georgia election subversion case against former President Donald Trump have officially listed former Vice President Mike Pence as one of the witnesses who could be called to testify at the trial, according to multiple sources familiar with court documents that remain under seal. Pence, who has appeared before a federal grand jury as part of special counsel Jack Smith's probe into Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election, has not been considered a major part of the criminal proceeding in Georgia. All right? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving Donald Trump another round of booze and shame. And we're going to give him booze and shame once again because he tried to commit a crime to overthrow our government only to end up in a situation where in two different venues, federal and state, his own vice president will be a witness against him in his own crimes. All right, talking about stabbing him in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Donald Trump another round of booze and shame. Am I right, Shane? All right, how am I doing on time? How am I doing on time? We had a little bit of a hiccup in the show. Let's move on to our next topic, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is gonna burn your. This is not gonna make a lot of you Trump supporters feel so good. All right. And now, what we see right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the same guy that wears what it looks like is a diaper, holding his hand up. I don't know why he puts his hand up like that and acts as if he's going to actually do anything truthful. You know, this to me is a sign of somebody who's clearly committed to breaking the law and doing all of the things to make it look like he's not, right? Never ends well. Prosecutors are showing what would happen if the big liar. This is the only time you can put liar in the chat. If you put liar in the chat, you can do it only if you're referring to Donald Trump. Right, little hawk? All right. The big liar if Trump takes the stand. And I want to make sure you Trump supporters, especially Snuggles, who doesn't understand how these criminal cases work. Snuggles, listen up. All right. Former prosecutor Glenn Kirschner, great guy. You should follow him. All right. He does a lot of good takes on Donald Trump. He spells out the circumstances that are at play once the federal trial gets underway in Washington, D.C., where the former president stands accused of engaging in an array of conspiracies to cling to power after being defeated in the 2020 presidential election. This is what I want you Trump supporters to understand. Once these cases move into court proper, the rules of evidence govern. Kushner told the YouTube press. All right. So here's what will happen. Every single thing that ever comes out of his mouth, the rules of evidence say that's admissible as a statement of a party opponent, and Jack Smith will admit it into evidence to prove his guilt. Listen up, Steel Horse, and all of your Trump supporters. Can you say it with me?
Jack Smith.
Say it with me again.
Jack Smith.
Jimmy, did you hear me? Did you hear it, Jimmy?
Jack Smith. Deranged Jack Smith.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a big Trump hater. Openly, he's a Trump hater. And his wife is even more of a Trump hater.
And he forgot to say, Zeus is a Trump hater. All right. Once these rules of evidence get into play, everything Donald Trump says will be used against him to prove his guilt. All right. Everything that has ever come out of Donald Trump's mouth, that is nonsense. That is BS. That is a bunch of lies and deflection and projection. Guess what? That's not going to be admissible. All right. However, the 45th president, who is vying to reclaim the White House in 2024, can still sink himself and put his freedom at risk if he takes the witness stand. Donald Trump, the defendant, has absolutely no right under the rules of evidence to put any of that stuff before the jury unless here's the only way he can do it. He can take the stand. And he can spew out whatever he wants. And then Jack Smith and the prosecutors will cross-examine him and will figuratively disembowel him on the witness stand. Okay? And listen, this happens all the time with defendants like Donald Trump. All right? So ladies and gentlemen, Join me in giving Donald Trump and his supporters another round of booze and shame, because they're going to end up destroying themselves, and they're going to do it with their own words. The Democrats, we don't got to do this. We don't got to do this. We don't even have to touch Donald Trump. It's him and the Republicans and his own supporters that are going to do him in. All right, so let's give him another round of booze and shame. All right. Yeah. No lies detected. I'm so sorry some of you are in here and this information is ruining your breakfast. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. All right, let's see how much time we got, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Okay. I'll move on. Let's get straight to it. Then I got to open up the boxes because I do have a bit of a tight schedule this morning. So let's move on to one topic right here. And we all heard about this yesterday. We all heard about this. I know. This is not true. I know for a fact this isn't true. But if it is, we got a lot of problems, MAGA. A lot. House Speaker Mike Johnson faces pushback from far right, all right, for the January footage 6 delays. He's going to blur out the faces. Hold on. What am I talking about?
I think the January 6th committee was a partisan exercise. They claimed that it was bipartisan, but I think we all recognize that the two Republican members that served on that committee had another agenda. I think that what we got was a biased report. I think they hid some of the important evidence. And look, we want the American people to draw their own conclusions. I don't think partisan elected officials in Washington should present a narrative and expect that it should be seen as the ultimate truth on it when we know that they hid certain elements. The release of the January 6th tapes is a critical and important exercise. We want transparency. We should demand that the American people do. House Republicans trust the American people to draw their own conclusions. They should not be dictated by some narrative and accept that as fact. So they can review the tapes themselves. We're going through a methodical process of releasing them as quickly as we can. As you know, we have to blur some of the faces of persons who participated in the events of that day, because we don't want them to be retaliated against and to be charged by the DOJ and to have other concerns and problems. So that's a slow process to get it done. We're working steadily on it. We've hired additional personnel to do that, and all of those tapes ultimately at the end will be out so everybody can see them and draw their own conclusion.
Wait a second, Mr. Mike. Why, conservative Democrat, you're here, steel horse, you're here. Why would they need to blur out the faces of the BLM rioters? Why would they need to blur out the faces of the FBI? Why would they need to blur out the faces of Antifa? Right? What are you doing, Mike? Show us these folks so they can be prosecuted. What side are you on, Mike? It's almost, to me, Mike, like you are trying to cover up for something sinister that occurred on January 6th, Mike. You wouldn't be trying to cover up for Donald Trump supporters that were there. Is that what you're doing? Are you trying to blur out the faces of Trump supporters? Is this what this is about, MAGA? Because what Mike Johnson is doing here is he's just confirmed all of the stuff that the MAGA has been saying is a lie. He's confirming that all the footage shows it was a Donald Trump supporter there. Right? And if you think I'm lying, like Ange just said, put it in the chat. You know what, you Trump supporters? I'm going to skip to my last part of the show, and then I'm going to open up the boxes. Because there's really nothing else left to do, right? What we just seen today with this right here, this is what we're going to call
fatality.
It's the fatality. You finished yourself. All right? So now that we've established that January 6th was because of Donald Trump and his supporters, it's non-debatable in this kingdom. If you got any of the information, MAGA, that can prove it was any other person, please put the source of it in the chat. Please. Put it in the chat. It's non-debatable now. Why in the heck is Mike Johnson blurring out the faces of FBI, Antifa, and BLM unless he himself is supporting the FBI and BLM, which we all know he's not? All right, which brings me to my last and final part of the show, and then I'm going to open up the boxes, all right? All right, many of you know, this is what we do. We cover what happened to those folks who engaged and participated in the so-called peaceful protests on January 6th, or as the DOJ likes to call a riot or a mob, all right? Rioter, insurrection. We cover what's going on with them because it's very important to make sure the American people, especially those who don't really pay attention to politics, it's very important that we make sure they understand what's happening, all right? So let's find out what's happening to another MAGA possessed demon. Look at this guy, this brother right here, and he has a shirt on that says "Save our children." Typical MAGA behavior. This is no other than a great example of a wolf in sheep clothing. All right, FBI has arrested an LA actor and a Republican Party official over alleged involvement in the January 6th riot. And this one bothers me because this is someone in my home state, the home state of California, which means he had every opportunity to be successful in terms of not being in this situation, and he chose to ignore it. He chose not to take advantage of those opportunities. A Los Angeles County Republican Party executive board member was arrested on charges related to entering the United States Capitol during the riot on January 6, 2021, according to reports. Siaka Masikui, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but bear with me. First vice chair of the LA County Republican Party was arrested by FBI agents at Hollywood Burbank Airport, they confirmed. He was reportedly returning with his wife from Nashville, where the couple attended the premiere of the Daily Wire's new film, Lady Ballers, a controversial comedy mocking transgender athletes, all right? Masakawi was taken into custody on misdemeanor charges, including trespassing, disorderly conduct, and parading or demonstrating in a Capitol building. And he was held in jail and released on $1,000 bail. That's a rhyme for your behind, right? He appeared. Thank you so much. He appeared in court on Friday, according to the FBI spokesperson, Laura Imler. A spokesperson for the Republican Party of LA confirmed the arrest and said more information would be provided later. In a post on his social media platform, he posted a clip of a live stream from inside the Capitol on January 6th, writing, "Witness why I was raided 2 years ago and recently arrested and charged." All right, almost 3 years later, this is what he wrote. Authorities raided his home in June of 2021 because of his associations on a social media app, a law enforcement source said at the time. He posted an Instagram video after the raid in which he said, "I did nothing wrong." Typical MAGA behavior. The 71-second video shared by this gentleman on his platform shows him holding his phone up to record or stream video about a dozen protesters, some with their faces covered, wearing Trump 2020 hats, crowded at the threshold of a door to the Capitol. Dozens of Capitol police officers, many in riot gear, filled the hallway and appear to be trying to get the Trump supporters out of the building. Some of those in the video are saying they are trying to leave, but they were blocked by the crowd. All right. In the comments, he went on to say he was grateful. This is what he said. He was grateful to Jesus for being with him and his family throughout such an unbelievable event. Charlotte and I are so grateful for all the love and support that we have received so far. And we know we will get through this with God's grace. Thank you for your prayers and support, he said. Typical MAGA behavior. When you're down and out and you're being held accountable by justice, all of a sudden you find your faith. You get real religious. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what we got to do. Join me in giving this seditionist, treasonous traitor, fake Christian, a round of booze and shame. All right. And you know what we do whenever one of these traitors are captured? We send them off the old-fashioned way.
I'd like to begin by addressing the heinous attack on the United States Capitol. Like all Americans, I am outraged by the violence, lawlessness, and mayhem. I immediately deployed the National Guard and federal law enforcement to secure the building and expel the intruder. Engaged in the acts of violence and destruction, you do not represent our country. And to those who broke the law, you will pay.
You heard him? You heard him? We got some lagging going on. Wow. Is it better? Hold on. All right. You heard what Donald Trump said. You heard what he said, MAGA. You do not represent our country at all. You will pay those acts of violence, those heinous acts of violence that you engaged in. All right, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. All right, let's see if that works, ladies and gentlemen. You know what this is. Oh my gosh, this is what happens when you're bringing too much truth out here on these cyber highways. All right, so let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it is now time to move on to the next part of the show where we bring up folks who are brave enough to tell the truth and shame the devil. I see that there's some dissension in the comment section. Again, if you don't like this broadcast for whatever reason, do us all a huge favor.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country,
the box is open.
If you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Right. If you're not happy, hold on now. Let's see. Okay, the box is open. All right. If you're not happy in the United States of America, right? You're sitting at home. You're mumbling and grumbling and complaining about what's going on in this country. You are more than welcome to pack your bags and leave. All right. Oh, it looks like nobody wants to come up in the box and talk. Is that where we're at today? Well, you know what? We can wrap this special broadcast up, ladies and gentlemen, because we don't want to waste folks' time, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
How you doing, Shay?
I'm good. I'm good. As everybody's busy today and hanging out, but yeah, I find it really weird that these people in here are complaining like at you. It's a weird thing to me.
They're complaining?
Well, yeah, that they're whining that you're going after Trump and all you think about is Trump and your hatred for Trump and it's like, but you're here.
Yeah.
You're
Interesting.
here listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you act like such a victim. That's what MAGA supporters are to me. They're victim mentality, right?
Bingo. Yep. Yeah.
And so they sit in someone's broadcast and they sit there and they just type their little things just over and over. You're so mean. You're so hateful. You got TDS. You got this. You got that. And that's all I see. I sit here and I go, why are you in the chat crying? Like, you realize what you look like, right? A bunch of whiny babies. If I go into conservative lives and I hear the ridiculous stuff, I scroll right out.
Right.
Sit there and go, oh my God, you're a bunch of idiots, you're a bunch of hateful people, you're a bunch of this, you're a bunch of that. Like it just doesn't, because I'm not a victim. I can sit there and listen to it if I want to, or I move on. And I just love watching these little babies in here just whining and crying that you are just going after the MAGA supporters and you're whining about Trump and you're this and you're that. That's why you love Trump, because he in some way embodies the maniacal jerk that you want to be in your life.
Bingo.
Love that about him. And anything we say about him, you take it so personally. Oh my God.
Tell him, Shay.
Talking about the guy I voted for not once but twice. That's what you sound like in my head as I'm watching the chat.
They're really upset today, I guess, right?
They are, because they know he's losing. They know he's going down. And they're not going to admit it. They're not going to admit it because, again, so many people double down on when they know they've been lied to, but they refuse to admit it. They know that they've been fooled, but they refuse to admit it. I often talk about, I've said this before, when you get sold a bag of goods, you buy some, you've been convinced to buy some, you get it home and it's a piece of crap, right?
Yeah.
You're so mad at yourself, but then you take it out on the salesperson, right?
Right.
Like you go and yell at the salesperson, you lied to me, I want my money back, I want this, I want that. When in the end of the day, you're mad at yourself for being fooled, right? But
Bingo.
You take your anger out on other people and things around you because you're not willing to admit that you were lied to and that you made the mistake and you were fooled.
Bingo.
And that's what it gets down to. In the end of the day, it's about ego, right? They think this is a sports game.
Oh.
Like, literally, when you see it, like, you're losing, we're winning. I mean, it's like, this is not a football game, people. This is our democracy.
Bingo.
Or republic, whatever you're comfortable saying, because it's the same thing.
No lies detected.
You were so conned. Exactly, Kevin.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were talking about yourself or us, but it's just astounding to me that he's on TV. Hannity is always trying to save his ass. He's always trying to save him. And he's like, well, you mean you're not going to be a dictator? Well, yeah, I'm a dictator from day one. And he's like, well, that's not what we're talking about. Like, he tries to save him every time. It's hilarious.
Softball pitch interviews. These are some soft interviews that they're giving him. Never asking him tough questions.
No. Yeah. And it just, and he can't answer for it. And we're drilling, baby. We don't need you to come in and drill. Producing more oil than we ever did under him. So
what do you think about that photo? Did you see the photo with him with that diaper on? Did you see
yeah. I love the fact he has to have help walking up a ramp. I mean, the thing is that, listen, both these men are in their over their prime, right? They
right.
But like I said, like Takesha said, I don't care if Biden's sitting on a respirator. I'm gonna wheel him right up to that podium, like
bingo.
Because I know that our democracy will be held intact with him under in the guidance.
Thank you, Shay. Thank you. That's what this is about.
And for the last time, you people on the left, if you really want Trump in office, then you keep going after Biden over the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
Tell him, Shay. That's one of the things that grinds my gears.
It grinds my gears too, because what it is I'm just curious. Those of you that are all up in, and I understand it's horrible and all of that, but you're all in your feels, which we tend to be on the left, very feely, and that's great and all, and I love that and all, but you have to understand that this has been going on for 75 years.
Bingo.
And Benjamin Netanyahu is not a good guy. You can stand by those of you that support Israel, that's fine. But you have to understand what's going on there. And you also have to understand the actual conflict with the Palestinians and Hamas.
Bingo.
There's a lot of evil that's going on both sides. So, you know, Hamas knew this was going to happen. Hamas did this on purpose when they did October 7th. And that's what's the problem. But don't blame this on Biden. Biden had nothing to do with it. You sound just like the right when you sit there and blame Biden for your big toe itching. You know, like, come on.
No lies.
Putting all this on him. He can't fix something that's been going on for 75 years.
No lies detected.
So
tell him,
stop
Shay.
going after Biden. Because all you're going to do is bring Trump back, and you have to ask yourself which one is it. And voting for a third party is voting for Trump. Period. End of story.
Bingo.
This is not a sports game. This is serious shit, y'all. Excuse me.
I got that.
I know. This is serious. Stop.
Bingo.
Got to focus on what's going on here. Women's rights are being taken away. They're up in the ramp on taking away rights for trans people. You have got to wake up. And
tell them, Shay.
Okay. I just enough.
Thank you so
enough.
much. No. We're gonna have to keep reminding folks that very last part, right?
Yeah.
About being critical of Biden and aligning your rhetoric with MAGA. Very dangerous.
Exactly. You don't sound better than MAGA on the left if you're doing this. Please stop. I get it. We all get it, but we've got to focus on what's here. I hate to be an America first, but right now I'm pretty America first. As in, we've got to make sure that it's Biden that wins that election. So
all right.
Please. All right, guys. I love y'all so much.
Love
Have
you
a
too.
fantastic day. And
all right.
I'll check you around the TikTok streets, everybody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give the beautiful Shay a round of applause. No lies detected, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're doing. And if you disagree with what we're saying, put it in the chat. No more, don't use the word lies because no, see, there you go. Whatever you hear is a lie, put it in the chat, cite the source. And I do mean that because this is serious business. And one last thing, especially to my fellow Democrats. We got a war right now here in the United States. We got a war on poverty. And my question to you is, what side are you on in this war? All right? There's a war of misinformation going on right here in the United States of America. You do not have any time to get involved in any other conflict at the moment. You can send as whatever support you can, but I'm telling you right now, and what Shay just said, your life will not be what it is today if you sit here and continue to align your rhetoric with the MAGA. It's like these folks out here, they're you know, this was disturbing, and I'm going to always have to remember this. They started sympathizing with Osama bin Laden. You see this stuff on TikTok, these folks, oh, I feel so sorry for Osama bin Laden. He was totally correct. See, once you start aligning with terrorists, and we know MAGA are terrorists, right? They're domestic terrorists. That should be a red flag for your behind. You should say, you know what? I've went a little too far. So like I said, we got a war on poverty right here in the United States. If you want to get into a battle, fight that war. All right? Let's move on, ladies and gentlemen, to our next panelist. All right? All right. I see you, Takesha. All right. Side Hustle Chris. Good morning.
Good morning, sis. How are you?
I'm all right. This is our first time doing business, huh?
It is.
All right.
It is.
All right.
I'm in your lives a lot, but I haven't really had a chance to come up, so I appreciate that.
Okay, you're welcome. I try to bring up new people a little bit and mix it up, but before we go further, you know I got to ask you questions that, you know, determine your fate in the kingdom. Fair enough?
Yepers.
All right. In your opinion, was the 2020 election stolen by President Biden?
Not even close.
Good. Thank you so much for your honesty. Next question. In your opinion, who would you say is responsible for the attack on the Capitol on January 6th?
Oh, Trump and all his allies.
Bingo. See this? Doozy, are you there? J Bear, are you there? This is how you come in and tell the truth. All right, last and final question. Do you think President Biden or Hillary Clinton are guilty of any crimes?
No.
All right. No lies detected. Thank you for telling the truth and not wasting folks' time. All right, what brings you to the kingdom this bright and early?
Well, I just got on because I'm in work, so I'm in and out of my car all day. So I don't know what was said before I jumped on. But did you hear about the report yesterday that Biden said he wouldn't be running if Trump wasn't running?
I did, but you can speak on
I agree with him. I understand that completely. He's there because he's the conduit between us and the government right now. And if Trump wasn't running, we'd probably have somebody like a Buttigieg running again or something.
Yeah. And it's so sad that that's really what it is, though, right?
Yeah, I agree. I voted for Biden. He wasn't my first choice or my second. It is what it is.
Right.
But he's the guy that we all had to stand behind to do what he had to do to get Trump not elected.
Bingo.
And he's exceeded all my expectations, to be perfectly frank. And the people who are trying to get the laws passed under the gun are still doing the best they can with not having the majority and all this other stuff. So it's been a group effort. It's just not Biden. It's a group effort.
Bingo. He always says, compare him to don't compare him against the Almighty, compare him to the alternative.
That's exactly right.
Right? And we know what the alternative. Now, what do you got to say about these folks? This is big. Do you think, do you plan on voting for Biden in 2024 if it's him and Trump again?
Oh, absolutely.
Bingo.
Absolutely. Now is not the time to say we're going to go third party or let's vote for something. Now is not the time. It's too. It would destroy. Look what happened with Bernie. Bernie was cool, but he took some of the votes away from Hillary.
Bingo.
And that's how we got this crap show that we got for 4 years. So this is not the time to stay with your morals and stay with, hey, let's save democracy. I know Israel and the whole Hamas thing is something, but it's really not affecting us at this point. We need to deal with us. If you're going to do America first, like they say, let's vote Biden back in.
Bingo.
The other thing I wanted to say was I can't believe it's been all these years and the Republican and the Trumpers are still falling for all these lies. I just posted a video on my TikTok a couple days ago about a meme that came over my Facebook from a friend of mine talking about how Bill Barr is a rhino because he accepted millions from Dominion. And then it took me literally 2 seconds to Google that and find that he's on the board of directors or something from Dominion Energy, not Dominion Voting. How hard was that?
Wow. They don't read past the first 2 words, huh?
Right. And this is what's been going on since 2015, that people just posting stuff without any investigation at all, and they continue to look stupid.
Wow. You hear this,
How
MAGA?
hard is it? You guys look moronic because you don't look into anything. Let's put Biden in jail with no proof, but let's vote Trump in even with 91 indictments.
Right. It's that hypocrisy, right?
It's crazy. If Biden did something wrong, lock him up. I don't care. Okay. But I could say that. I could say, you know what? I don't want him back in office if he did something wrong.
Correct.
The amount of talking points that these Republican Trumpers do without any investigation, I don't understand how they could even think this is accurate information.
Bingo.
From all the way from Pizzagate, who didn't have a basement, but yet they still think there's people in the basement.
Right.
To all the way now. Like, they can't learn from their mistakes. It's sort of like my 11-year-old when I talk to him. And he has to fight me on things, and I'm like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about,
Right, but he's passionate. He's passionate, though, right?
He's passionate. He says it with his chest that he's right, but he's 11.
I have a friend that does that quite a bit. His name is Snuggles, but he's completely wrong.
I've seen that.
I actually think your son is way smarter than Snuggles when it comes to politics. To be honest.
My son came home a few days ago and said, my friend told me that there was a laser that they saw coming from the sky and they were blah, 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 whatever. I'm like, dude, that didn't happen. No, he saw it. I'm like, no, that didn't happen.
Wow.
And he goes, yes, he saw it. I'm like, this is how Republicans get wrong information, just like this.
Bingo. They
Somebody
believe everything.
they believe everything. So when you talk to a Trumper, it's like talking to an 11-year-old.
Yep, I agree. Now listen
You know?
up, Side Hustle Chris. We gotta move it on, my good friend. All right, but it was a pleasure.
Sounds good.
Hope to see you again, and I make sure I gave you a good follow. All right, because see, what I enjoy about what you do is you say it very easy, so the Trumpers can understand. All right, and I think that's what we need to continue to do. All right.
Yes, they should. One last thing, and I'll go. They should put all the indictments they should make into pop-up books, and then the Trumpers will read them.
Maybe we'll do that and sell it to them, right? Let's try that. All right. Good morning, Ken.
Sounds good. Thanks, man. Thank you for what you do.
All right. Thank you as well. All right. You're always welcome to come back. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Side Hustle Chris a round of applause. No lies detected.
Thank you.
All right. You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Listen, it's like I've been saying in this live the entire morning, all right? If you have a problem with the information that's being shared here,
if you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country,
all right?
If you're not happy here, you can leave.
All right. Leave this special broadcast. Good morning, Sister Takesha, the beautiful Takesha. How are you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing all right, especially now that you're in the box. And
hey, everybody.
All right.
Listen, I didn't come up to talk about lump in the rump Trump. Because I saw the lump.
Woo!
I wanted to address something that goes on that upsets our friends.
Oh.
And I wanted to give them a comparison so they can stop getting upset.
Oh.
You know, they getting upset because Snuggles keeps posting videos and pictures of Michelle Obama calling her a man. So I just wanted to do some comparisons so they wouldn't get so offended anymore. Number one, Snuggles went to Ginzu University.
What?
And learned how to sharpen knives. Michelle Obama went to Harvard Law and learned how to sharpen her mind. Snuggles lives in his grandmother's basement. Michelle Obama owns a home on acres. Snuggles turns his back on his Trump doll while Michelle turns hers and be spooned by her husband. Snuggles lives with someone and Michelle Obama has her own home. Michelle has a legacy to leave in her children while Snuggles only have knives to leave in his shop. What I know for a fact is that you don't compete where you can't compare. Snuggles, you cannot compete with Michelle Obama because you cannot compare with her. She can put your whole house probably in her garage. She can take your whole mind and fry it in a skillet. You're nowhere near as smart as her. You don't look as good as her, and you will never be more intelligent than her. When it says when you go low, that's as far as you can go. She's gonna always excel above you because she's higher than you in anything that you will ever be. That's number one. Number two is this. Let it go. Why is it bothering you if she's a man or a woman or trans? What difference does it make in your life? What are you? And last but not least, let me leave you with this nugget.
Lord.
Whether she's a man, whether she's a woman, or whether she's trans, on your best day, she's still more man than you will ever be. So y'all stop getting it. Michelle is not concerned about nothing that a person like Snuggle say because Snuggle is so beneath her that he got to lay down just to get up in the morning.
Lord.
Let it go, Snuggles. Leave that lady alone. That lady ain't bothering you. That lady ain't steadying you. Ain't nothing you can say that would degrade her or take her down from the level she's on that you wishing one day you could get to. Have a great day.
Lord, you have a great morning, Sister Takesha. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, let's give her a round of applause. cook. She, ooh, wee. Oh, Lord, what is that? What is that?
Fatality.
Right? That was, you get a double fatality.
Fatality.
Snuggles, I'm going to be honest. Please, just don't do it anymore. I know it gets the engagement up over there where you're at. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Oh my God. Listen, I don't think there was any gaps in the venom delivery right there, Sister Takesha. I mean, you had a rhyme for his behind and you went a solid 3 minutes. That was one heck of a freestyle, if you ask me. And I've heard a lot of good freestyles. And boy, oh boy, ain't no way you could come back from that. I would, if I were Snuggles, I would go onto my platform and I just delete all the videos, all right? Because I don't want to give folks no more free content on my behind, right? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my goodness! Oh my God! Let's go. Oh my God! Good morning, brother Swerving.
Good morning, my brother. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
So I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, and I'm gonna talk about the live that you was in yesterday.
Okay.
And Zeus, you know me, I don't like to use names, so I'll use some fake names. Let's go with Lacey,
Okay.
Renee, and Struggles.
Okay.
Okay, and one, these people don't know how to be quiet, especially Struggles. He has no self-control, which makes me believe he should be dancing on a pole. Where a dollar bill can get you a thrill, but he ain't gonna get no thrill because he ain't willing to spill any of the truth in that private booth.
That's all. Where y'all some rappers this morning? Shoot.
Okay.
Oh my God, Swerve, you came out your bag with that one.
But what's killing me is with Lacey thinking that the Congress holds the purse strings, so the economy was good. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, did all these congressmen holding the purse strings on the Republican Party, since that was good, what were they doing?
Right.
Were they out just buying all kinds of wood? Were they out just doing things that they should? Maybe donating money to a little bit of charity to help give them a little bit of clarity. And what they should be doing for the American public and the American citizens and the people of this country. But no, they didn't do that. You see, holding the purse strings doesn't mean you have a good economy. It means you hold the purse strings. That's it. That's all that means. It doesn't mean you're going to have a good economy because these Congress people are not out buying things, stimulating the economy. And I wanted to get in there so bad and ask Lacey, what was the policy that got passed by this Congress that holds the purse strings? That's going to make the American public sing. That's going to make us go out and buy all kinds of things. That's going to make us go out and rekindle love and start buying rings. What was it that they did? What was the policy that they pushed forward to help every single one of us? Not putting migrants on a bus. Not sitting there and lying and creating a fuss. Just what was the one thing they did? And you know what? There is no policy that they put forth. All Trump did was ride Obama's coattails. And he rode them slow, like a crippled snail. And he rode those coattails all the way up to COVID. Then lied to every single one of us. And then he started making the fuss. That COVID wasn't real.
My God.
It was the Democratic hoax.
My.
But he left all them folks sitting out there on them cruise ships and them boats.
I remember that.
Saying that everything about COVID was a hoax. And the economy went into free fall, if you recall.
I do.
And who was it that came in and picked up that economy?
Oh.
President Joseph Robinette Biden.
Oh.
And I get chills every time I say it.
Oh, Lord.
Now if Joe is going to run again in 2024, which looks like he is, he's got my vote. I will puppet master Joe Biden if he's got a colostomy bag sitting out the side of his neck. I don't care. We will put the strings on him and it'll be Weekend at Joe's Part 5. I don't care. Because even that, in that state, he is still 10 times better than Donald Trump will ever be. But just remember, because the Congress holds the purse strings, doesn't give you a good economy. You lying bunch of clowns. Get the rubber noses out of your pockets. Wash your clothes. And stop putting your makeup on like you're sitting in some kind of spray tan booth like your Lord and Savior, Donald Trump.
Oh, get him. No lies detected. Wow.
None whatsoever. That man is sitting there painting his face. He literally paints his face, Zeus.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want nobody to see that he's an envelopian mayonnaise mafia member.
Oh.
Plain and simple.
Bingo. That part.
So he's gonna spray paint himself orange and then come out and say, I need your money. And these fools keep giving it to him.
Wow.
So, anywho, listen, man, I heard my bell.
Oh,
so I'm going to go ahead and drop down. I just wanted to say that I heard that live and I couldn't believe what I was hearing coming out of Lacey's mouth. And it was just, and Struggles, who doesn't know how to shut up and listen for a moment. It was just hilarious to me. I was cracking up the whole time. So,
well, thank you, my brother.
You have fun and you be safe in the kingdom.
I will.
And to all my friends and family down in the chat, y'all be good. Y'all be safe and have fun while you're doing it. I'll see you later, Zeus.
All right, my good friend. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Brother Swervin. No lies detected. That was a rhyme for your behind. That Snuggles, listen, I don't know if you want to get into this live today, Snuggles. Do you still want to come up and talk to us, Snuggles? I see you're waiting in the queue, and I'm going to get to you. All right, I'm going to get to you, but we're going to first rotate out some people that normally don't have the opportunity to be heard, all right? This is an interesting live. It's off the rails. I see you attacking. All right, Maureen, good morning. How are you?
Hello, Zeus. I am fine. I have to clear my throat. I just got up from falling off the floor after Takesha made me fall.
Yes, right. Now, wait a second. This is our first time doing business, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. You know I got to ask you those questions to help get you.
Bring it, I say.
Oh, she said bring it. Let's go. First question. In your opinion, was the 2020 election stolen by President Biden?
No, sir.
All right. We have a truth sayer in the building. Next question. In your opinion, who would you say is responsible for the attack on the Capitol on January 6th?
The orange buffoon.
Yeah, let's go. Take it down. Yeehaw. All right, last and final question. Do you believe President Biden or Hillary Clinton are guilty of any crimes?
No, sir.
All right. No lies detected. Passed. All right. Now, let's get into what you wanted to talk about. You said you were enjoying Takesha.
Oh, well, every day she should go on the road for and Shay. They can do like stand up, and I will laugh at everything and buy them lots of drinks. But anyway,
I mean, it's funny because it's true, right? That's kind of why it makes it. Genius.
Yes. If we don't have humor with the last guy, I don't really know where I'd be. I'd probably be in the little. I worked in mental health, the healthcare system my whole life, so take care of people.
Got it. Right. So
Alzheimer's, dementia patients. Anyway, I would have to dispel the rumors of Joe Biden being in the basement.
Oh.
The 2 weeks before the 2020 election, he and his surrogates were in Michigan 4 times. And guess who was not here? At all.
Maybe the orange orangutan, perhaps?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
We did have a lot of empty office space all over the state.
Rudy.
And I am very active in my political stuff. So
Okay.
two my kids, I drive them nuts. Are you guys going to vote? Yes, Mom, we're going to vote. Okay.
Good.
I mean, yeah.
You're raising them correctly as they should, because there's a lot of dangerous things happening in our country, and their vote is the most precious thing they can have to help combat it.
Yes. I don't force the vote on them. I just lay out. I said, you can do what you want. My ex-husband's funny. He said, you're going to make them vote for who you want. No, I don't do that.
No.
This is what this party stands for. This is what. Well, my son is very interesting. He said, I'd rather see a pride flag than the conservative, that. What's the conservative flag? Well, whatever that one.
The Confederate flag?
Yes. He's like, that one scares me to death.
Yeah, and can you believe they paraded it around in the Capitol on January 6th?
Yeah, we had the mini one here where they want to do away with our big Gretsch and.
I remember that too. Mm-hmm. It's so interesting how they're so quick to take up arms and try to overthrow the government. Isn't that so interesting?
They allow pew-pews in the state capitol. I think they took that law away.
Good.
But they didn't allow
later
posters, but they did allow those.
Wow. That's
weird laws.
Yeah, that's an interesting dynamic. I mean, it's just more proof that, some of the older laws don't need to be in place like they used to be, because we got a bunch of deranged Trump supporters out here, right?
Yeah, I mean, state government, they threw everything back to the states. So a lot of states are trying to, like you can marry your 12-year-old, 14-year-old daughter.
Oh, those are red states, right?
Yeah, we got rid of that law. We call those the zombie laws. We got rid of that one.
Get rid of them.
One. The 1931 abortion one, that was ridiculous.
Right. But this is what they promote. All right.
Oh, the other dispelling rumor, just one more thing. The ballot dump that Trump keeps saying happened in Michigan. It did not. We count the ballots at the individual precincts, and then we send them to a regional place, which is it's in Detroit, which Trump never went to the largest county to what do you call that? To campaign.
Right, because he thought it was in the bag.
Yeah, because he pardoned Kwame, the ex-mayor. He thought that would get him the Detroit vote. It did not.
Bingo. Well, listen,
these are all facts.
I appreciate it, all right? Now, I'm going to give you a follow, all right? Because, I love that you are confident and brave enough to get in the box and tell the truth and shame the devil, or as I like to say, shame MAGA. And I do hope to hear from you again, my friend, all right?
Oh, you will. I'm a tapper of the tapper.
Alva.
Extreme tapper.
Oh, yes. You're a tapper? All right. Well, listen,
that's all. That. I can't subscribe to everything because I'm on a disability. I no longer work.
Don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. If it's listen.
But 50 years in health, or almost 40 years in healthcare. I mean, I did take care of people, little crazy people. I mean, dementia patients. But I miss it.
Your presence is that's enough. And I appreciate that, all right? And keep on doing the great work you're doing, all right?
Yes, sir, I will.
All right.
Some 18-year-old on TikTok wants to be president. I'm like, oh, what?
Well, that's a little too early and against the law, right?
Yeah. I mean, there should be age requirements, but he said, I have enough life experience. I'm like, I can't even talk to this guy.
Oh my God. Well, let's keep encouraging folks to stay into politics, all right? And hopefully, if that's meant to be, it'll happen for him, all right?
Yeah, no, he's not. No. Anyway, there's that. Well, have a lovely day to Kingdom.
All right. You too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give the beautiful Maureen a round of applause, right? Love it when we get new folks in here that bring a new perspective to the kingdom, all right? Because, we all play our role in this amazing experience out here on social media, all right? And this is what this is truly all about. Miss Terry, I see you. You've been waiting for a while, and I've been telling you I was going to get back to you, all right? Miss Terry, are you there? Going once. Going twice. Miss Terry. Is it the MAGA Wi-Fi? Oh, okay. Looks like it. Miss Terry, are you there? Hello, Miss
I'm
Terry.
here.
Oh yes, welcome to the kingdom. Welcome. You made it.
Can you hear me?
Yes. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm a little sick today, so I'm not going to stay long.
Okay. I hope you feel better later.
I just wanted to tell you that I listen to you every day at work, and you're like my happiness for the day. You really are.
Oh,
So keep
thank
up
you.
your good work. And I make a lot of videos about politics, and I want to do my part to save democracy. But I just love you, and I wanted to tell you that.
Oh, Miss Terry, thank you so much. I love you. I love you as well. All right, you folks like yourself, you really do encourage me to just kind of keep going. You know, 'cause some days you don't want to get up and do it, right? But you're like, you know what? For democracy, we got to do it. And a lot of folks are depending on us to get this truth out here the way that we do. All right.
Yeah, but I want some people to keep up the faith and the hope because I personally, as a mother and a grandmother, there's no way in hell that we're going to let Donald Trump get away with being the main person to reverse Roe versus Wade. He said it. He said
Right.
he's the one who did it. So if you think I'm going to forget that,
No.
he
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
sorry. And my daughter and my granddaughter have less rights than I have. So
Wow.
he could take his little orange orangutan and stay in Mar-a-Lago.
Yep.
So.
I wouldn't give two whatevers if that's all it turned into, right? Put him there, take him off social media, and let him be a thing of the past.
And for these people not to have any care in the world about any kind of gun safety. I mean,
Mm.
my grandkids have to be homeschooled now because people are too afraid to put their kids in school because
Wow.
they don't care about our children getting slaughtered in these schools.
They don't.
So when they want to love their guns more than children, they're not pro-life.
Nope.
So that's all I want to say. Those two things and the way that Donald Trump handled the COVID, um, he proved that he cannot handle a crisis.
Nope.
So what makes
Bingo.
him think that we want him back for more of that?
Mm-mm. Think about all the Americans that lost their lives
Yeah,
because
I
of
know.
the
And people say, "Oh, well, it was global," but he handled it in the
Lucy.
worst way,
Mm.
and he downplayed it. And it's funny he wants to take some credit for the vaccine, but he won't be out there pushing it because he knows his supporters hate it.
Right. Like the
You
one that
know.
I had earlier this week. He tried to brag
Yeah.
about Operation Warp Speed. He's a
Yeah.
Trump supporter. And then I say, well, did you take the vaccine? Oh, no, I didn't take it. Then you don't get to take
Exactly.
credit for it. Period.
Exactly. I do want to say one thing too. I have family members, and I hate to say this, that voted for him.
Same
I know
here.
why. I know why. It makes me sick.
Mm.
But we used to argue about it, but we don't talk about politics anymore when we're together. I have to say because one of the family members is particularly close to me. So we just don't talk about politics at all. But I do.
Wow.
When I look at them because they are men, I
Mm.
wonder how did this happen? But I
Mm.
know why. He has zeroed in on something that men are lacking.
Mm.
And for some reason they think he's this great businessman,
Oh.
you know. So he's
There
not
you
he's
go.
not.
There
He's
you
not.
go.
I mean,
They're lacking economics, and they're lacking other things that we can't say on social media. But
exactly.
it's
So
usually men who are lacking that have the propensity to be what I call radicalized by Donald Trump and his personality, his persona, right? They, they,
yeah.
they say he has a lot of charisma. And these men, they look at Donald Trump and they go, I would love for Donald Trump to be my dad. You should have seen this. I was in that live yesterday, and one of the Trump supporters, I said, you know what I said to him? This is what I said to him.
Just keep thinking Trump.
Hold on. This is what I said to him.
Just keep thinking Trump, Trump, Trump. Trump is your daddy.
Right? This is what I told him. Trump is your
I've never
daddy.
seen a bunch of people so sick in all my life. I mean, I think our American school system has failed us because there's some stupid people out there. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, really stupid.
But
You
they
know,
want Trump to be their dads. I know that they're slow and they're uneducated. But the sad thing is also that they wish Donald Trump was their father, their grandfather. They really
oh,
do.
good God.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Well, listen. All right, Miss Terry.
I think that we sent him a message last time but he doesn't understand the word no. So we have to send a resounding message this time to get the hell out of our lives and don't come back.
Bingo.
You know,
Bingo. Bingo.
I believe it's going to happen. I think the majority of Americans are way too smart.
I agree. I
You know.
completely agree, Miss Terry. No, all right.
Anyway,
Thank you
that's all I wanted to tell you,
all
and
right.
keep up the good work. I love your show.
All right, and I love you as well. And as always, thank you for tuning in bright and early every morning. I know you could be anywhere else, but you do choose, like you said earlier, to come hang out with me and everyone else. That really does mean a lot to me. All right.
You make my work day fly by. So.
Oh, really? Thank you. Thank you
I
so
walk
much.
around with my earpieces in, and I listen to you, and I'm doing. So I just want to, you make my day.
Thank you so much. Listen, I'm blushing. Thank you so much, Miss Terry. I
Okay.
appreciate it. You make my morning as well. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Miss Terry another round of applause. All right. No lies detected, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We're rounding the corner, ladies and gentlemen. We really are. All right. All right. Good morning. Who do we have here? Kim Ocha. Good morning, Kim. In excess, you love hearing how bad we all hate him. I get it. I guess so. Good morning, Kim. It looks like we're porting you in maybe from another galaxy, perhaps. Are you on the MAGA Wi-Fi? Is that what's happening? I don't know. The previous guest, Terry, it took a while as well. We'll give you a couple more seconds, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, while we're waiting for Kim to port on in, please continue to tap the screen and share the live, all right? And thank you all for your unwavering support. It looks like this panelist isn't quite going to be able to connect, so we'll go with another panelist that I haven't met, all right? Good morning, JD. How are you doing, my friend? JD, good morning.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
You want to drop and come back up?
I'm going to try that. Hold on.
Well, you can hear me then, right? He's going to drop. He's going to drop and come back up. All right, we're going to do a few more after JD. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I do have a prior engagement. I see you, Snuggles. I will allow you, Snuggles, to come up here and at least try to explain yourself. But I'm going to run through a few other guests first. JD, come on back, champ. What happened? Going once, going twice. Sold. I know you all hate Snuggles. I know it. All right. Well, we'll go with attacking. Good morning, attacking.
Good morning.
I don't know where JD went, but
I don't know where JD went either. Hey.
Yes.
What was I doing this morning?
What is that? Oh, you were watching. What do you call the
Jack Smith recent court filing?
Yes. And please
go ahead.
No. What part of it? What part of it did you want to address in the kingdom?
Well, the thing is this. You know how great minds think alike, right? You know how great minds think alike,
right?
Okay, you got JD up, buddy.
I can't see JD. Are you here?
Drop me, and then bring me back.
How the heck did JD? JD, are you still in my live? I hear you, JD, but I don't see you. Wait a second. Hold on. Okay, we got JD. Hold on. This is weird. I don't see you, but I hear you, JD. What the heck is this? Is this a demonic force? JD. JD. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. I don't hear him now. That was strange. Right, attacking? That was strange. I mean, what on earth is going on? Attacking, are you going to be able to come back up? Please come back up. He's gone. All right. I don't see attacking either. All right. Shoot. All right. We'll go with Miss Boss D. Oh, there. Wait a second. Okay. Attacking, you're back. Hold. Miss Boss Diva. Let's go. Jesus. Good morning, Miss Boss Diva.
What is going on? Good morning. How you doing, Zeus? First of all, I gotta say this because Takesha took Snuggles out.
She did, right? It was a fatality.
Fatality. Oops upside your head. Say oops upside your head. Say
hey.
Hey, that's what she did. Yeah, Takesha. Ooh-wee, girl. That was like 15,000 chairs on top of that head.
Oh.
I gotta give her flowers. That's what I came up here for because I'm got a meeting and I gotta, do my thing too.
We understand you're in the
I had to come up here after that because I love how she drug him up and down this country.
This way,
side to
that
side.
way.
I didn't even think she went below the equator. Okay.
No lies detected.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Takesha. Let me say that. 'Cause, man, I mean, I'm tired of him with all that, Michelle Obama's a man's, a trans, or whatever. She, even on her best day, you know what I'm saying? You could never match it. You could never match her in 10,000 lifetimes.
Wow.
You know what I mean? You could never be on Michelle Obama's level, neither mega demon that you flock around with. So then there's that. That was magnificent.
It
Takesha.
was. Thank you, Takesha.
That was freaking magnificent. I'm sure you made the highlight reel with that one, because yeah.
Yeah, no lies detected.
You need to, because man, that was wonderful. Somebody need to tell them maggots. Exactly.
Right.
What that's all about. And that's all you do. You don't have nothing else. You can't say nothing about her merits, nothing about her integrity. You know what I'm saying? She's not violent. She's not this. You don't have nothing.
He needs to take the videos down and he needs to apologize.
He really does.
Plain
he needs
and simple.
to apologize and take that crap down. That's why I don't mess around with him.
Yeah.
I don't like him because of that reason. He run around here talking about how you and him is best friends and all that crap, trying to, basically smudge your name, to be honest with you.
And it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work because
no,
he's
it's
been
not
trying.
Gonna work because we know who you are, Zeus. But at the end of the day, though, he does get us all frustrated with that crap.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm gonna do what I do in terms of making sure I cook and destroy the MAGA demon that's inside of him.
Yes. I guess somebody got to do it because I don't know who else. I don't know who else is assigned to do that.
Many are called, but only a few are chosen.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's why you Zeus, right? That's why they call you Zeus, baby.
Bing, 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 bing. That's what it is. Yeah.
The most humble, the most handsome.
And yesterday, one of his friends, he did apologize to Zeus, and his son apologized to me, and then his son said, I listened to all your music, and I said, oh, I didn't know this. So I understand that I'm getting to a lot of the Trump supporters. You and I, even though we might not be aware of it, this truth, it is resonating with a great deal of MAGA.
Well, it helps that you're intriguing as well, right? Well, there's that magnetism, aspect of it. And you're interesting, intriguing, basically magnetizing. So,
right. Well, listen, but it's like I tell Janae, you can look, but you can't. You can look and burn all you want. Okay.
Burn, baby, burn. It's no inferno.
yeah. You can look, but do not mistake my kindness.
You don't get none though. You don't get none. That's
Zucy.
That's the one thing you can't do is touch. But I guess you can have jungle fever all you want.
Yeah.
Right?
I listen. It's fine.
That's fine.
We don't spread false info in here. Sorry.
Nah. Nothing false. Nothing. Just nothing but truth. That's all you guys got to. Sit back, kick back, and listen to this special broadcast.
Amen. Okay.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here, Zeus. Much love for you bringing me up always, you know, I got full support for you, and I see you around this TikTok street kingdom.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Miss Boss Diva. Let's go. All right, Snuggles, do you wanna apologize yet? Going once. Do you want to apologize, Snuggles? Huh?
Please tell Takesha her knives are ready for pickup.
Do you
So anyway, guys, you know,
apologize?
you can call an orange man, you can call Trump an orange man.
Oh! What happened? I thought you wanted to come up and apologize. I think the gods have spoken, Snuggles. Maybe you could put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, Snuggles. Put it in the chat. Say, Zeus, I'm sorry. Say, everyone, I'm so sorry. I'm going to take down those Michelle Obama pictures. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up our next panelist.
Takesha, oh my God, that was an excellent takedown. Do you know that he came into my broadcast wanting to talk to me, and I said, you want to talk to me? You have to admit that Michelle Obama is not a man and that you lied about it. You know what he did?
What's that?
He ran. He dropped. He didn't want to say anything. He left. And the video is still up. I just looked just now about.
Oh, it's still up.
It's still up.
We can't get jiggy with that then, you know.
But you know, the thing is this. So remember when I started out when JD was interrupting our conversation?
Yes. What was that about?
Oh, that was weird. But anyway, great minds think alike. Jack Smith, you, and then I'm going to put myself maybe third or fourth on that level because Jack Smith, of course, is number one. You're number two with that setting, and I'm like 3 or 4.
Okay, fair enough. That's mighty humble.
I don't know. I don't have to take credit. I'll stay down the line and I'll just put input. But the thing is this: I played his new filing.
Correct.
Do you know what Jack Smith did?
What's that?
What you and I have done, and this shows greatness.
What'd he do?
We have laid out. You and I have laid out how Trump does certain things and uses that same MO.
Right.
Donald Trump lied to his people in 2016 about mass voter fraud. He lied about if he doesn't win, it's because it's corruption. He did that in 2019, saying 2020 election.
Right.
He said when asked, will you do a peaceful transfer of power? He says, well, we'll have to see. Jack Smith laid down exactly Donald Trump's MO from 2012 when he lied about Barack Obama and Mitt Romney getting changing votes, the machines changing votes up until recently. So he has used Donald Trump's words and posts from TikTok, Truth Social, of him laying everything out and Donald Trump's lie to deceive his followers and the American people without any proof or evidence of what he says about mass voter fraud. So Jack Smith's D.C. new filing that I played today, and I'm going to play later. I'm going to play later on today. I put it on a loop and I played it 3 times. It's only 9 pages, so I played it 3 times for people to come in and listen. And I put some of them on my page right here. So there's little minute clips. Jack Smith laid down Donald Trump's foundation of his exact thing of trying to stay in as president using lies, deceit, and his people to keep him in as president.
Wow.
Yes.
That is spectacular. That's a fatality. It's over, MAGA.
And the thing is, he's gonna give all the evidence to Trump's team to show exactly what he has. And I'm gonna say, because his court case is in March.
Oh.
They're sending out the jury list already. The questionnaire.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. I actually had a screenshot of it up.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, well, listen. You know what? You missed the show.
Well, you know what? After I showed my thing this morning, I went to the gym.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, I understand. Then, Jim, staying healthy is always important. All right.
I missed your first hour, so I apologize. You know, I'll take my whippings. No problem.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
Enough.
All right, bring somebody else up who's smarter than me, better looking. Of course, you'd never see my face, so you don't know how good looking I am.
Right,
so.
right. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Right,
Ladies
buddy.
and gentlemen, let's give Brother Attacking a round of applause. No lies detected. Oh my God, Takesha, you wanted to come back up? Did you forget to do something, perhaps? Good morning, Takesha.
I didn't want you to drop him because I really wanted to hear what he had to say.
Who?
Snuggles.
Oh, you want to talk to him?
I don't want to talk, but I really wanted to hear what he had to say.
You do?
Yeah, because even if he sharpened knives for Iron Chef of America, I wouldn't want none of those knives. Well, but I did want to hear what he had to say.
For you, Takesha, for you.
Bring him up.
Okay. This is for you because you took the show today. Go for it. Go ahead, Aaron. Let's get this.
Oh, hello. It's okay. I'm going to actually continue this on my live. I'm starting on my live. You're all welcome. I have a great, great poem for everybody in this room. Come and listen to it because you guys have all sorts of rhymes and rhythms.
Something happened.
We not finna build Snuggle following. Tell him to cut it out. We not finna build up his following. We are not the three little pigs. We not finna build 3 houses that the wolf can't destroy. No, we ain't finna do that. We ain't finna do that.
Thank you.
Bye, Zeus. Bye. I thought he really had something to say. Bye.
He ain't got nothing to say. Just more lies. You know what he do. You know what he's selling. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the beautiful Takesha. Uh-oh. Let's see who we got next, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Shay, what do you wanted to, let's go stick the ruler. I see you, Shay.
What's going on, Zeus?
What's going on, my brother? How are you doing this morning? What a show,
man,
huh?
Oh yeah, man. And yesterday was my birthday, so I had came into that live that you was in. You was in as Dark Zeus.
Yes.
Yeah, I was in that live, man. I listened to some of the hypocrisy and the lies that was being said and told and the dis and misinformation.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things, like, you just have to call them what it is, man. Y'all weirdos. When y'all can do stuff like that, y'all weirdos, man.
Yeah.
So that's just me being mild and polite with it.
Thank you.
That's my word. That's my word for you guys, weirdos.
Yeah. No lies detected. I haven't brought Dark Zeus out in a while because where Dark Zeus goes, it does get real dark. But not on my side. It's really on the side that I go in. And this is part of what gives me the motivation to keep doing what I'm doing. Right.
And we appreciate it, for those with sound minds and common sense. That's not so common with certain people. We definitely appreciate that. But I want to give a announcement, and the announcement is that even though it was my birthday yesterday, I still had a good day, because when it came down to the lies and the dis and misinformation, I just left. I just left.
Amen.
I took one from Michelle Obama that Snuggles can't get her out of his mouth.
Obsessed.
I think he has jungle fever. I really do. I really think that he's doing the little kid thing. Remember back in the day when you liked the girl, you kind of hit her. You didn't know.
Pick on them?
Yeah. Passing licks was love. Back in the day. And I think that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to pass licks, and hopefully he'll get her attention. And I mean, she has a whole husband at home, but I'm just saying. I mean,
he wants
you
to
can
be
dream,
Barack
right?
Obama. He wants to be Obama.
Yeah. I mean, he can dream, right? He can try to be Martin Luther King and have a dream,
Oh my God.
She's way past you, my boy.
That just blew
way
my brain.
Past you.
That just blew my brain.
Yeah.
He wants to be Michelle Obama.
You see what I'm saying? He wants to, and Donald Trump hasn't said anything. You know why he hasn't said anything? Because he wants his shot too. He wants his shot too. He's gonna leave that door open so he can try to take his shot. She's a first lady. She's classy. She already has children that are out of the house. You know, he's thinking ahead. And in that sense, Donald Trump is trying to think ahead. He's lost Melania. She doesn't want anything to do with him. Right. So yeah, I mean, you can see it. If you call it, just call it out. Just see it and call it out. Hey, Snuggles, you know, it's not so much that I know you like that, but at the end of the day, you are a man. I think you are a man. So I would feel that you're probably feeling a little bit how I'm feeling. I got a crush on Michelle Obama too. Hey, I'm putting it out there.
Hey,
you know, I'm married and everything.
Hey, man.
I'm married and everything, but I got a little crush on her.
Tell him.
So, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I heard my bell. I will say this.
Oh, keep going.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Zeus. Oh, okay. Well, I will say this. How about this one? We heard what he said when he said he would be a dictator on day one. From day one.
Great lie.
Now, he didn't say after day one it'd be over. No, he said, I will be a dictator from day one. So that's what you heard.
Yep.
You want us to believe what he says?
Right.
I believe him. He'll be a dictator from day one. I don't need to hear nothing else. He said it to me. If he presents Project 2025, if he brings out Project 2025, I will believe him even more because everybody's too quiet on it. So I'm just waiting on him to reveal that plan as well, which we already know about it because we do our research and we do our homework and we find out facts and important information. But at the end of the day, MAGA, we're listening, we're watching, and we're not idiots like some people. I'll just say it like that.
Exactly. Now listen up, Stick the Ruler. You know we're real big on birthdays around here, and you know if we didn't catch you yesterday, we're gonna have to sing happy birthday today, because that's just how it works. So,
I appreciate
ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to sing happy birthday to our good friend Stick the Ruler, whose birthday was yesterday. Somehow he flew under the radar, but we got him today, and we're not gonna let him drop and go high. We're gonna sing happy birthday, and you know what we do? Get those gifts, get those taps together, and let's sing it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's sing it.
I heard it was somebody's birthday.
Hey.
It was somebody's birthday.
Hey.
BJ pen a birthday song, yeah. Yeah.
All right, Zoo. Hey. Whoa. Hey. Hey. Say it again. Say.
Happy birthday, bro.
That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you, Zeus. I appreciate the kingdom. Oh, they running up them. Boy, look at that. They running up them tokens. Appreciate you, y'all.
It's all love.
Hey. Definitely. Hey. 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 Oh. Hey.
Even MAGA, go ahead and show some love, MAGA. Don't act like you don't like being over here. Hey.
Woo.
Turn up.
It's your birthday. Hey. That's what I'm talking about. The kingdom is showing your boy love. I appreciate it.
Oh no. Oh, you show us love, we give it back. That's how this works.
Oh my God. I appreciate you guys out there, man. Y'all listening. This is the man right here. I follow him. I listen to him every morning just like everybody. I appreciate it. Hey. Woo, woo, woo. Hey. Hey. Y'all showed out. I appreciate y'all here in the kingdom this morning. Y'all do y'all thing. Zeus, I appreciate you. I love it, man. Do what you do. You're awesome, bro.
I try.
Handle your business.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give Stick the Ruler a round of applause. That's what
all right. Keep making them sick with the truth, Zeus.
Will do.
We love you, bro.
All right, love you too. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we do. We bring the truth, and it makes MAGA sick. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, listen, I got prior engagements to get into, ladies and gentlemen, and I do got to wrap it up. But before I go, I must say thank you to each and every single one of you who tuned in this morning. All right, and listen to this special broadcast. What we do on this side of TikTok is difficult work, but it's necessary in order to get the truth out there. All right. Yes, we are all citizens of the United States of America, and sometimes our politics don't quite align. But I do believe it is through conversations like what we do on this platform and several others, right, when we can engage in constructive dialogue. I do believe that if we continue to do it, it will help a majority of Americans all across this country recognize just how important it is to keep President Biden and Kamala Harris in office and keep Donald Trump out of office. Yes, I do recognize a lot of the folks that follow Zeus. A lot of us really don't like them, but I just encourage you all to step back and understand and make sure you do what Takesha said. Recognize who's really winning, all right? And it's usually the folks who are behaving and carrying themselves in a respectful manner and doing the right thing, all right? It's like my grandmother always says, whoever has the most sense, they need to use it. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, Zeus has the most sense. That's why I don't let any Trump supporter get under my skin like I used to, all right? And they're going to try every trick in the book. Trust me, because they know their leader, Donald Trump, is going to prison. And they're going to try to bait you in with every nasty trick the MAGA demon can conjure. And believe you me, we haven't gotten started yet, because once that ball drops next year, right? 3, 2, 1, and that ball comes down, it's over. Donald Trump will be in court the rest of his life. He will be in prison shortly after he's convicted, Snuggles, and make sure you do the steps that I told you to do. There's several steps that you must take. Every day you wake up, you're going to find out either Jack Smith, Fonnie Willis, Letitia James, or Alvin Bragg have filed more paperwork to get one step closer to that conviction. Jack Smith has a 97% conviction rate for a reason, because he's not playing, all right? And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I must depart and get back to the affairs of the kingdom. I do hope you all enjoyed this special broadcast, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Same Zeus time, same Zeus channel.
Two folds most handsome in the kingdom.
And I really am. Thank you, Stick.
This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. I'm with my mood when I'm moving like Zeus. You thinking that you cool till I pull up like Zeus. Diamond in the sky, light you up like Zeus. I make my own rules. I'm a god, call me Zeus. I'm flyer than an eagle and got bread on me too. Took a long time to get here and I'm feeling brand new. If you living like a bum, get away from me. Money on my mind. I can't hang around with you. You fall in love too quick. You a high risk. Nicks all in the mix. I put a bounty on your head. This is way above the feds. When you're playing with the gods and you're playing with the dead.
Kevin McCarthy is resigning at the end of the year, says attacking.
I
hope so.
Love me cause I'm sweet like a tooth.
Playing hating on the gods, boy, you're such a douche.
I try to be patient.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to all my gifters. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed.
You know I'm so handsome. That's why they call me Zeus. This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving moving like Zeus.
Thank you, Ed. Great work, Ed.
Moving like Zeus.
Great work attacking. Great work, Takesha. Snuggles. Take down the video.
Call me Zeus. I'm hotter than
don't give answer in between. Just take them down.
You wanted facts? Well, I'm living proof. I've been waiting for this moment. Now I gotta choose.
If you play around with love, then you're guaranteed to lose.
I didn't make the game of rules, so don't play me like a fool. If you can't swim, don't be in the pool. Even though I'm hot.
Thank you. Wow, you are all so generous.
On my throne while you looking like
let's go.
Time to let loose with the truth. Yeah, grab your goose. Hey, little mama, let me play with your caboose. I know the ladies love me cause I'm sweet like a tooth. Playing hating on the gods, boy, you're such a douche.
Keep it clean, Venus. Law and order. We're a nation of law and order.
These ladies love me, yeah.
And that
I'm
means
the one that
Donald Trump is guilty.
You know I'm so handsome, that's why they call me Zeus.
Hey.
This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus.
You got a lag out of this
world. When I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. Don't be playing with my move when I'm moving like Zeus.
Practice being more humble. Not a bad thing, trust me. It's difficult, but sometimes you gotta practice being humble, ladies and gentlemen.
I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have.
Mine on the beat, kicking hard like Groove. Lawrence Reed on the beat. That's all the truth, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Like a kangaroo.
Ready as is. Ready, sing it.
Lindsay on the beat like Zeus.
He's deranged.
Jackson like Zeus.
He's deranged.
RMC on the beat.
He's deranged.
Yeah, you heard about me.
He's deranged. Jackson. He's deranged. Jackson. He's deranged.
Yeah, man.
Jackson.
It's me.
He's deranged.
It's Zeus.
Jackson. Donald Trump is indicted and they take one charge and they turn it into 36 charges. And he's a big Trump hater. Openly, he's a Trump hater. And his wife is even more of a Trump hater. Jack Smith.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great rest of your...
His wife's a Trump hater. His family's a Trump hater. They all